Hey everyone, this is David J. CPA. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Today is the final video of my top 5 budgeting methods I feel that could get you on a better track to becoming financially free. Today we are going to end this budgeting method series with talking about the reverse budgeting method or the value-based budgeting method. But before we dive into that, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, hit notifications, and then hit all. That way you can stay up to date on every video that gets uploaded to this channel, and it'll get you one step closer to becoming financially free. So let's get into this today. Before we dive into it, I know you've heard me say this a million times, but I'm going to keep saying it. Down below in the description, there is a link to our Patreon. We are building a community of like-minded people who want to talk budgeting, financial planning, and financial freedom 24/7. If you are looking for some inspiration or for some guidance from others in this field, in this area of business, I encourage you to join us at the Patreon. That is my desire, to help as many people as I can help and to get as many people together as I can get so we can start helping each other become more financially free. But in today's video, we are going to be ending the 5-video series of the top 5 budget methods that I believe that could get you one step closer to being financially free, ending with the reverse budgeting method or the value-based method. Now, why is it called value-based? Because we are giving ourselves value first. You heard that right. You know, most budgets, savings comes last. We put our income minus our expenses, and whatever we have left, we can throw into savings or vacations or debt repayment or whatever it may be. In this method, we are reversing the budget. We are starting with taking a savings first approach. You figure out how much you need to save each month to cover your future financial goals, and you put that up first. What do you want to achieve in life? Do you want to build a great emergency fund? Do you want to save for your vacations every year? Do you want to put up for holiday spending? Do you want to pay off hospital bills? Do you want to pay off back debt, credit card bills, whatever it may be? This is the area to do it. You figure that out, how much you want to put up every income cycle, whether 2 weeks or a month or weekly, however you get paid, and you put that up first. That is what we are talking about right now. This helps you have comfort in knowing that your savings are covered up front and you can spend the rest of your money guilt-free. It is so nice to know that I have already put up money to achieve my financial goals, and then I can spend the rest of my money on my bills and my entertainment and my date nights and all of that good stuff. That is so comforting to know in your mind. This focuses on paying yourself first. That is saving. Pay yourself. Saving it. What are the pros and cons to this? Well, the pros to this is that you're less likely to find yourself in a position where you don't have enough money to cover your long-term goals because you're already putting it up. You're already paying that up front, so you're less likely to find yourself in that spot. Also helps you figure out which expenses are worth paying for and which are not. Because, prime example, let's say you want to put up 20% a check going into savings. You pay that right off the top. You take 20%, you put it in your savings line on your budget. Then you deduct all your expenses out and you're in the negative at the end. Uh-oh, I can't pay all my expenses. So you have to tweak that a little bit by figuring out what are the unnecessary expenses that I am adding in my budget, what can I tone down, what can I crank back, and what can I fix to make this happen in my life because I'm trying to achieve this 20% savings goal up front. So I need to be able to make the necessary changes. It's also extremely flexible. This budget is flexible. It kind of reminds me of the percentage-based method, which is in episode 1 of these top 5. And you can kind of change the percentage up front, but you really want to find yourself in a position where you can meet the savings goals you are trying to reach, whatever percent that might be in your financial life. I do apologize for the lights flickering. There is a nasty storm right outside of this window right here, so if you see the lights flickering, that is what's going on. But rain or shine, I am here to help you. I want to upload these videos because my desire is to get you on a journey to be financially free. So those were the pros of the reverse budgeting method. What are the cons? Well, number 1, it takes a larger time commitment to get this style set up correctly because we're going to have to tweak it. We're going to have to figure out where in the budget can we make the changes to meet these savings percentage goals. Number 2, the potential initial discouragement that you might have when you look at your financial situation and realize that you are not able to meet the savings goals each month at first. Like I said earlier, if you have a goal of 20% of your income going straight into savings or debt repayment, and you realize you cannot meet that right now, that could be a little bit discouraging. But I can tell you this, there are ways to adjust that where you can be there one day. You either hone down your expenses or you increase your income. That is the 2 things that must be done in order to reach your savings goals. Number 3, your potential of not having your future fully secured if you aren't putting enough into savings in the present day. However, these can be worked around. These cons can be worked around. We understand that. We know we can't meet it right now, but here's how you can work around this. And I'm going to give you some very important tips. You can earn extra income, okay? We can look for a part-time job. We can look for side hustles. It's about to be summertime. Cut some yards. My first job when I was 14 years old, I cut yards to make money. I couldn't stand being broke when all of my friends were going out to eat after church or going out to eat on a Friday night, hanging out, being able to go to the bowling alleys and the skating rings and all that. And I couldn't go. I said, no way. I started cutting yards and I made so much money just cutting yards. So there are ways to find extra money, extra side hustles. That's what I'm trying to say here. You can do that, and that will make your financial goals a success. Another thing that you can do, pay down your debt first. Knock out your debts so you're keeping more of your money long term. You're not having to drag out these notes and pay for years and years and years. Long term, your money will stay with you if you make the initial sacrifice today to start paying down your debts first. That will help you reach your savings goals to pay yourself off the top. Very important. Getting a part-time job, like I said, investing, I wouldn't necessarily do that one up front. You need to become a little bit more financially free to invest, to spend your money on stocks or bonds or mutual funds or index funds. But that could be in the works, and I do believe that you should invest in things to grow long-term wealth. But I wouldn't do that one necessarily up front, and then starting a side hustle. So whatever you're good at, drawing. I have a friend who's an artist. She can draw phenomenally, and she makes a lot of money drawing portraits. If you can do that, by all means, you can set up a little business in a day and start advertising and reaching people, and you can earn money that way. So that's what I have for you today. That was the 5th budget method, the reverse budgeting method. So what did I try to achieve in these video series about the budgeting methods? Well, the key here that I want you to leave with, the key to this is that there are always options. You have options in the world of budgeting to meet your financial goals. It might not work for everyone under the sun, but there is something that you can pull and pick from different budgeting methods, create a customized one on your own to meet your own financial goals. And if you need help with that, I am here. Send me a comment, like my Facebook page. I have that in the description below as well. Send me a private message. I'd be happy to help you do that. And that is what I was trying to achieve here. Your discouragement should never stop you from reaching your own version of financial success. It should never stop you from achieving your financial dreams. And sometimes we have to say no to certain things. But can I tell you that saying no should not be a discouragement, but it should be an excitement, because that money that you said no to buy this, you can now say yes to buy that, or invest in that, or save in that. And that is a beautiful thing. Change the mindset of your no. Change the mindset of why you say no. And you will be one step closer to financial freedom. So that's all I have for you this evening. Don't forget to join us at the Patreon. We're going to have a great community of people there. I love this. I love helping each other. I love building a community. So, as always, let's get out there and become financially free.